Hi guys, welcome back to Source My Gadgets, and today we are going to be talking about the iPhone 11 Pro. And one thing we are going to be talking about is how relevant iPhone 11 Pro is in 2022. So let's jump right into it. So first thing we want to talk about is the looks. It looks really good. I like the way it looks. Quite better than the iPhone, the 10. I don't think you should be buying iPhone X right now in 2022 though. You overheat and all of that. But for the iPhone 11, one thing I like about it is the glass back and the matte finish. So this glass back and matte finish, it hides scratches and fingerprints, right? It hides all of those. So even if you hold your phone for quite a long period of time, you don't notice the scratches or you don't notice any fingerprints on it. You will notice it, well, slightly, but it's not as bad as when it's just glass, right? So it has a matte finish and that looks really good. Now it has a stainless steel edge. It doesn't exactly hide scratches. So on the stainless steel edge, if your phone falls down, you clearly see the dent. If your phone is exposed to dust, you see those cutting dust scratches. I advise if you're going to get an iPhone 11 Pro, right, you probably should get a pouch, except you don't want to sell it for a good amount, especially if you're going to resell it. Moving on to the screen, I like the screen. It has a very nice display. It has a Super Retina HDR OLED display, which makes it really clear for you to see, but let's not go right into that just yet. Now for the screen, it's not anti-scratch. If you are one that always puts your phone upside down, definitely if you're putting it on a dusty surface or whatever it is, you're going to see the scratch quite nice. It will show well. So please do not put your phone upside down. For the iPhone's design, right, it looks very good. It looks very nice. If you're going to use your phone without a pouch, it can get ugly really quickly. All right, so let's jump into a few cool features about the iPhone 11, which is still relevant in the year 2022. So first of which is the camera. Now the iPhone 11 Pro has wonderful and amazing cameras. It comes with 3 cameras at the back and they are all 12 megapixels. So it has a wide, an ultra wide angle and a telephoto camera. So the wide angle allows you to take pictures in tight spaces, but the ultra wide angle even makes you take pictures better in tighter spaces and makes the space looks a bit big. So iPhone cameras actually take longer times to depreciate. I'm using this for a very long while now and the camera is still the same. It still takes good pictures and amazing videos. Now let's talk about the video capabilities. Now this phone's camera can shoot 4K at 60 frames per second, which is really good. That means you can capture good cinematic movements with this and slow it down, and it goes on to shooting 1080p at 240 frames per second. Bruh, that's amazing. You're going to get super slow motion and in quality HD. Basically, couple of the TV screens in Nigeria and even in the music industry, right, you upload 1080p to them. So if you're going to use your phone, that means you will be shooting at the highest quality being uploaded to TV channels. So the iPhone 11 Pro is a really good start for you if you're a content creator. So iPhone 11 Pro is a very good place for you to start, or is a very good place for you to continue from if you are already using an iPhone. All right, so let's talk about the front camera. So the front camera is pretty nice as well. So it's also 12 megapixels and it shoots 4K too. Front camera 4K. It shoots 4K and it shoots up to 60 frames per second at 4K, and in 1080p it shoots up to 120 frames per second. This is actually solid stuff, right? So I don't think you should be, unless you want to do Logic Kokoro, Abi, if your eye is big, you can go and buy the other ones, but if you have the budget for the other ones, you should. But if you don't have the budget for the other ones, this is an actual good place to start, especially if you'll be using your phone to create multiple contents. All right, let's talk about the display. Now the iPhone 11 Pro comes with a Super Retina HDR OLED display, which makes it very clear. Your pictures pop a lot. When you're watching movies, it's very clear for you to see. Like, the display is sweet. Basically, when you're watching it, you can see details, and when you're playing game, oh my god, that's fun stuff. Really fun stuff. I forgot to make mention of this while I was talking about the design of the phone. The iPhone 11 Pro is actually 5.8 inches. That means it's very comfortable to hold. It's small. If you don't like big stuff, this is the best thing you can get. It's very small and it contains all the good functionalities you would need. So Why get a big phone when you can get a small phone, right? Well, your preference, your choice. Let's talk about the refresh rate of the iPhone 11 Pro. The iPhone 11 Pro has a default refresh rate of 60 Hz, which you can also change to 120 Hz. So what that means is it determines how smooth the motion is. So if it's on 60, which is the default, it has a more blurry look, but when it's on 120 it becomes smoother. So obviously you want to change it to the 120 because, come on, it's faster that way. And now one other thing I like about the iPhone 11 Pro is how fast it is. Now, you know, a couple of other phones, when you start bombarding them with so much stuff, they begin to lag, right? But the iPhone 11 Pro actually has a good resistance to that. That means it can withhold load and it still moves quite as fast. I've been using this for a very long time and the speed is still the same. So I feel like this is a very good phone to buy, especially if you're going to be having lots of stuff on your phone. Thanks to the A13 Bionics and the 4GB RAM, is very fast. You can count on this phone. Okay, so one other thing I would like to talk about the iPhone 11 Pro is how cool it is, really. When I say cool, I mean temperature wise. Now on the iPhone, unlike the iPhone X, right, it overheats a whole lot. But when you check out the iPhone 11, you play games for longer hours, you watch stuff for longer hours, and it takes its time before it even begins to overheat. And the battery life does not drain as much as the X. Now this one's battery life can last you up to 13 hours, and if you are not using it, it can last you possibly the whole day or maybe a day and a half. So if you're a heavy user, right, you probably want to have a power bank around a couple of the time. But if you're not a heavy user, come on, this phone can last you the whole day. You can go out and not worry about charging your phone until you get back inside your house. So it saves you the stress of carrying a charger everywhere. You know, they started making good batteries, I think, from the XR. So the batteries have been quite nice from the XR up until this. So it's a good place to start as a content creator or whatever thing you'll be using your phone for that requires speed, good camera, and good response. What you need to know about the iPhone 11 Pro is that it doesn't come in 5G. It comes in 4G, which is still quite fast, but if you feel like 4G is too slow for you, you can just get a 5G router and you can use that. Finally, let's talk about the Face ID. Now, I feel like the Face ID can be better. It is great right now, that means it's fast when you want to use it. But one thing I do not really like about it is the Face ID doesn't work when the phone is upside down. When the phone is sideways, it still doesn't work. So if Face Unlock is not your big flex and you are not trying to unlock your phone like this or upside down, then you can get the iPhone 11 Pro. It works just fine. It's really fast when it's unlocking. So that is pretty much everything about the iPhone 11 review in 2022. If you are a content creator and you're looking for a phone to buy and your budget is not as high as getting an iPhone 13 or 12 or whichever one that is higher than this, I feel like you can still get the 11 Pro. It is very nice, comfortable to use, it is fast, and the camera is great. Alright, so you can shop for this device on our website where we sell both new and used devices. Obviously, you don't want to get any of this. If you find any of this is obviously refurbished, or somebody had bought it since then and had not sold it up until now. So you can get the used version of this on our website at www.sourcemygadgets.com, and you can follow us on all our social media at sourcemygadgets, and you know, we'll bring you more amazing content like this. Thank you for watching, and bye.